The firestorm over a racist photo continues. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kayla Gaskins. Governor Ralph Northam refusing to step down over this picture, insisting he's not in it. Now, both Virginia senators and President Trump are urging him to resign. This image appears in a 1984 yearbook from Eastern Virginia Medical School. It shows a man in blackface standing next to another in Ku Klux Klan uniform. After initially apologizing for being in the photo, he now says he misspoke. 10 on your side's Brett Hall was at the press conference this afternoon.
A day of backpedaling in the state capitol for the governor, who says after he admitted that he was in a photo in a 1984 yearbook, that's not what he meant. Rather, he apologizes that it appeared on his page. Standing with his wife, Governor Ralph Northam says he is here to set the record straight.
There is no way that I have ever been in a KKK uniform. I am not the person in that uniform, and I am not the person to the right.
Northam says he had never seen the photo under his name in the 1984 EVMS yearbook before yesterday, saying he doesn't even have a copy. He called it horrific, but also admitted this.
There are actions and behaviors in my past that were hurtful.
He admitted he did dress up in blackface for a dance party once, going as Michael Jackson. But he says a friend made him understand how hurtful that was. But there's also the nickname listed under his VMI yearbook page, part of which contains a racial slur. Northam says two older individuals called him that, and he regrets that too. But he says leaving office, he will not.
If I were to listen to the voices calling on me to resign my office today, I could spare myself from the difficult path that lies ahead.
He says he has devoted his entire life to making life better for other people, and that won't stop now. While he doesn't believe many will believe his story, he says he is committed to earning Virginians' forgiveness.
As long as I feel that I can lead, I will continue to do that. If I reach a point where I am not comfortable with that, then obviously we will sit down and have that discussion.
And the discussion continued outside with differing opinions.
We have to look at the context and the times. If he was in it, he's such a straight arrow that I begin to wonder if somebody else didn't as a joke.
It's so egregious that it stands on its own, regardless of the context of who he is today. And he cannot govern effectively with that photo in his past.
This evening, only a few protesters remained. However, they say they are not giving up on calling for his removal, and many politicians seem to vow the same. In Richmond tonight, Brett Hall, 10 on your side.